Okay, so today we're diving into the minds of politicians, trying to figure out how they see their roles,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
with a pretty unsettling twist, honestly.
All right.
I've been looking through these quotes, and
Yeah.
they're full of terms like like farm management
Ooh.
and populations as stock. Yeah,
It gives you a little bit of a shiver, doesn't it?
yeah, it's a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a bit Orwellian, there's no question.
Right.
This whole idea of governing as managing,
Mhm.
that has deep roots.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack that,
Okay.
explore those metaphors a little bit,
Okay.
because when citizens become the stock,
Right.
that changes things in a hurry.
Okay, so politicians comparing their work to running a farm at
Right.
first glance, maybe
Which
it sounds harmless, yeah, even folksy. It's
Right.
like, aw, shucks, I'm just a humble farmer, but
Yeah.
exactly. What's really going on there?
Yeah.
Is it just tending fields?
It's definitely more than just tending.
Right.
This metaphor,
Yeah.
it hints at control,
Mhm.
resource allocation.
Right.
Almost like a farmer deciding which
Yeah.
crops to prioritize.
Right.
But instead of crops,
Yeah.
maybe we're talking about industries or whole segments of the population even.
And then there's this word stock.
Right.
You flagged that one for us.
Yes.
What's the significance?
It's really interesting when you think about it
Okay.
because stock, it instantly makes us think of Wall Street,
Right. Yeah.
finances and all that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But originally, that's not what it meant at all.
Really?
Stock
Mhm.
originally referred to livestock
Okay.
possessions,
Mm.
even family lineages going way back.
Okay.
So when you apply that to entire populations,
I see where this is going.
yeah, it has some dark historical echoes.
Right.
I mean, think about how rulers throughout history have viewed
You're right.
the people that they rule,
As their possessions, almost.
Wow.
I mean, for a more concrete example, think about when a government prioritizes, like one particular industry
Yeah.
and calls it,
The
on
backbone.
the backbone of the nation,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That's that stock metaphor in action.
Okay.
And what it might mean is that other groups,
Yeah.
they get overlooked, maybe even underserved.
Right, because they're not the...
They're not the valuable stock.
And this is where it gets really unsettling.
Okay.
You highlighted this term, uneconomic units.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It sends a chill down my spine.
It's a tough one to swallow, for sure.
What's that all about?
So in farming,
Okay.
an uneconomic unit,
Yeah.
it means something that costs more to maintain
Right.
than it yields, than it produces.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
just imagine for a second,
Yeah.
applying that concept to people.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
we're not talking about crops anymore.
Right.
We're talking about social programs,
Yeah.
about who gets deemed valuable enough to invest.
It's the big fault. And who might be considered,
Yeah,
kind of drain on the farm of the nation.
it's heavy stuff.
It is heavy.
You even see this language pop up in debates about like social safety nets.
No.
Who deserves help? Who is considered a burden?
Right. Right.
It's kind of unsettling how closely that mirrors that language
It
of,
really is.
deciding which livestock are profitable
Exactly.
and which ones might be cold.
Yeah, it makes you wonder,
Right.
how conscious are politicians of these metaphors?
Mm-hmm.
And are these metaphors
Yeah.
shaping their decisions, their policies, without us even realizing it?
It's chilling when you think about it.
It is. It is.
These seemingly innocuous words like farm and stock.
Right.
But when they're in the hands of powerful people,
Yeah, they take on a whole new meaning, don't they?
it's like, how much agency do we really have
It's the question, isn't
in a
it?
system that views us as,
Yeah.
stock to be managed?
To be managed for the benefit of the whole.
Right, for maximum yield.
And-
It's scary.
It is something to ponder, definitely.
It's like, are we truly just cogs in this machine
Right.
meant for this maximum yield that they keep talking about?
Hmm.
Or is there another way to even think about this whole thing?
That's what we have to ask ourselves, right? Is there another vision,
Yeah.
another way to structure society where
We're not just...
it's not just about maximizing some bottom line,
Right, exactly.
where people are valued
Hmm.
for who they are,
Yeah.
not just for what they produce.
As individuals.
Yeah.
Not as
Not as units.
units on a spreadsheet.
Exactly. All right. Well,
Food for thought,
yeah,
for sure.
a lot to think about there.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Absolutely glad to be here.
Really appreciate it.